what's up you guys, it's Tyler. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new to it. Today I'm going to tell you a little bit about my semester in college so far. So as I'm filming this, it is early March, but I am pretty much done with my schoolwork. I'm not gonna lie, I like to rush through things because I feel pressured to get everything done. I usually end up being done with my school stuff like a month beforehand. The semester doesn't officially end until the end of April, beginning of May type of thing. All of my work is going to be due at the end of April. So I've got a little while to just chill and hang out, but I thought I would update you guys on how it's going, what I'm doing, what the classes are like. And I also just like to rewatch my old videos and see what I was doing. So I think these are interesting to film because then I can watch back and be like, oh, I remember that class, that was awesome, you know what I'm saying? To recap, just in case you are new here or you forgot, this semester I am in college. I'm doing online classes, which I'm always doing online classes. I cannot get myself to physically go to a school and do classes at a certain time. I just can't do that. But I'm in psychology and I am in state and local government. So I will have chapters down here where I'm going to talk about the specific classes and stuff. So you can skip around if you don't want to hear me talk about something. I'm in psychology in state and local government this year. I don't know if I said that already. So my psychology class, it is arranged into segments. So one module will be released and it's due. You have 2 weeks to do it, and then a week through that, the next module will get released. So you can work ahead a little bit. I'm at the point where I have 1 module left, but to explain these modules, you have to read either 2 or 3 chapters in that 2 weeks, which is honestly not hard. So it's psychology. I find that really interesting. So I personally loved this class. This class was so easy. I don't really feel like I learned very much, but I like reading about psychology. So that's why I love this class. Also very easy. It really depends how you look at it. If it being easy is a pro or a con, do I feel like I'm learning much? No, not really. But is it entertaining? I like psychology. I like the work. Yes, it is. But with those 2 or 3 chapters, you have a quiz on them, which the quiz is really easy. If you could literally Google the questions and get everything right. But there are some quizzes that were a majority of videos, which you can't Google them, obviously, which I'm not saying you should, I'm not saying you should Google all the questions, but the videos were really entertaining. You get to see things physically happening, if that makes sense, instead of just reading a question and picking a bubble. It's more interactive than other quizzes or tests that I've done in the past. And then with that, there is an interactive task thing that you have to do, which it ranges from you creating something and then filming a video and then sending it to the teacher, or watching a podcast and putting in comments about it, which it's not much work at all. So you have 2 weeks to read 2-3 chapters, to do 1 quiz, which is 25 questions. It's super easy. It usually takes me 10 minutes or less to do a quiz, and then an interactive task, which if it's a long podcast and you have to watch it, it's 30 minutes, which still, it's not a lot of time. It doesn't take much effort. So psychology has been the easiest class I've ever taken. I think that's been really fun. But like I said, it's so easy. I really don't feel like I'm learning anything. But guys, I know you're in college, you're supposed to figure out what you want to do, and I'm in psychology and I'm I really like psychology. What if I continue my education? Because my goal was to only get my associate's degree. But now I'm I love psychology, I like learning about it, but realistically, what am I gonna do in psychology? Nothing. I'm not gonna be a doctor, I'm not gonna be a therapist. It's really just, I want to learn about it. But is it worth going to school just to learn about it? I'm not gonna get a job in psychology because I don't want to go to university or do anything. I'm in community college. I don't know if I said that, but I'm not going to university to do that. Too much money, and I don't think I could be a doctor. I don't see that life for myself. Overall, this has been my favorite class because I love psychology. How many times do I have to say that? I don't know. Also very easy. I'm not stressing at all about that class. I have a 96.99, I think, and only have one more module to do. So if I get an A on that quiz, I should be good. I should have an A. Very easy. But my next class, now this class I thought I would hate, and honestly the first few weeks, maybe even the first like 2 months I was taking this class, I hated it. So it's state and local government, and also not much work in this class. It's honestly, it feels there's less things to do than in my psychology class. Like for my state and local government, there's only 2 quizzes for the whole semester. I will say I did fail a quiz, and when I say fail, I was like a low D because I googled all the questions and I thought it would give me the right answers. No, it did not. To be fair, I was very sick when I did the quiz and I couldn't think. So I had to Google the questions and I regret it. I will not be doing that for the second quiz. But the majority of the work is writing discussion posts. If you're in college or you've taken a college class or something, you probably know what I'm talking about when I say a discussion post. You read a topic and then you write something about it and you have to comment on people's replies too and discuss with them. That's why it's called a discussion, is because you're supposed to talk to other people. But for every like section in the state and local government class, so it'll be like Florida government, because I live in Florida, so it's usually related to like what we go through personally. Let's say there's a section about Florida government, and then there's a section about like Florida governors, and then there's a section about Florida legislatures. So it's kind of like that, which I don't care about government. Like I don't have any want to learn about the government. I don't even know how to explain it. I just don't like the government, so I don't want to learn about it because it makes me upset how our government is just not handling things properly at all. You read, like, it's probably like 2 pages long of notes and you can like write things about it, or literally just read it and go on with your day. But I choose to write notes because I'm not going to remember any of the information that is given to me because I don't care about the topic. I don't care about the government, so I write notes. Not required to. You're not even required to read the notes. It's just like helpful information to help you on the discussion that happens later. But anyways, the discussion, like I said, is the majority of the work. You read a topic, like I'll probably put in a picture of something about like Florida government or something, one that I recently did. You form your statement, like whatever side you're on, if you're arguing for a side or whatever, and you have to have a reference, so you have to find some credible source that you can gather information from and support your claim, whatever. But it's only 2 paragraphs long, so it's honestly, if it's something you're passionate about, like there was something about Florida government that I recently just did, and I made it about abortion, which is something that I am passionate about because it's women's rights, just saying. I'm passionate about that, so I could go off. Like, I could go on for pages if I really had the chance to. So there are some topics in that class that have been really enjoyable, and it's also really fun seeing other people respond to me and disagree with me or agree with me, whichever way it goes. I think it's really entertaining. I like to see other people's perspective on things, because there are some things that I don't know shit about, like a lot of just like the normal government things, like I don't know. So hearing other people's perspectives, like learning things that I did not find myself when I was researching about the topic, I found that really entertaining and interesting, and a really good way for me to learn instead of me looking into it myself. Like I got to see people respond to me, or I got to see people making their own posts with their own information, because it could be like we're arguing for the same like side of a topic, but they use something completely different, and it's like, wow, that's interesting. So that class I have learned to love. I really thought I was gonna hate it, but I really enjoyed it. Like I said earlier, I only have 1 quiz left for that class, and I think there's like a couple, like 2 or 3 more discussions. I don't know. I'm actually gonna do one today, so that'll be one less for me to worry about. But that class has honestly been fun. So my conclusion for this semester is it has been the easiest semester I've ever had, which I haven't had many, so that's not saying much. And also the last couple semesters I've been taking like English and math at once, which is not a fun thing to be doing back to back. Like I took English and math one semester, and then I took English 2 and a higher level math the next semester, so it was just like really annoying. So it's really nice to have like a little break from that mess, I'm not gonna lie. And next semester starts in May, I think, and I've already signed up for environmental science because I thought that would be easy, and American government, or like United States of American government, or American government. I don't remember what the class was called, but I figured I would take some more easy-ish classes. I think science is going to be a little bit harder than psychology because there'll probably be more tests and stuff, but because I'm going on vacation in the summer, I thought I would give myself a little leeway in there, give myself some easy classes, but I didn't know I would be going on vacation again in October, so I'm gonna have to have another easy semester after this. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I wish I would have given myself a harder semester for the summer term, and then in the winter or fall, I think it's fall term, I don't know. I wish I would have given myself a break, but we'll see how it goes. I don't know how it's gonna go yet, but that's it. That's my little future next semester plans. So I will see you next semester, and I'll probably rant about my classes again next semester and just keep doing it until I graduate college, if I do. If I don't, then hopefully I made it on YouTube. Just saying. But yeah, I'll see you guys next week, so goodbye.